Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hi, how is everybody doing today? Tuesday. My drawing software is on, which means it's digital art time again. And yes, I have my comic open because you know the drill. It's the last Tuesday of the month, which means this best day to be the sub of mine. Alright, yes, it's subs no best, and you know what it means. Oh my god, skip this song. Yeah. You know what it means. You need to be a subscriber on Twitch or on YouTube. Hey, you see what I did there? Like, I noticed that recently there's been a very like I understand life. I understand not being able to attend the streams. I understand not being able to pay for the streams. And yet I want to like give back to the community. But I know that not every time my paying subs can be there. So I'm opening this. I'm opening Subs No Best to YouTube subs, which, as you know, is free. So you need to be pretty much a follower of mine. And you can request free art from me, provided that I can make it within 2 hours of the stream. Yeah, I think it is a fair deal, like for all your time. So you know the drill. I'm waiting 15 minutes for anybody to come and request art. And in the meantime, I will be working on my own digital projects, my own digital art projects. So mainly the comic, because my god, I want to finish this chapter so much. Like, I've drawn everything for this. I've planned this whole chapter. I need to draw it. So yeah. So the one day I did the screenshots of the set I built in The Sims. So now all I need to do is to rearrange the elements that I've already drawn to fit the screens, to fit the thumbnails, to fit the size of the characters I have planned for this page. And yeah, and in case of the middle panel, in case of the middle panel, I need to draw it pretty much from scratch, because I have not drawn this particular side of the room yet. So yeah, so let's get going. Let me start from this top panel, which is the retrospection panel, because oh my god, I need to put in like some, you know, I need to put in some retrospections, one retrospection panel, because this like past couple of pages, it's been like couple of characters sitting and talking between one another. Sitting and talking to each other, which is not great for like figuring like pacing and any like fun angles to show, you know. So I put in the retrospection panel from the time before the coach came, and when Nest and Blaze were just, you know, the two classmates who were in the basketball team together and scored the same bronze medal that was shown in Ernest's room in freaking chapter 2. Let me open this up. Here, I say, here. So I want to show the same like same, the same situation, like as if it was like near this time. Like place is not shown. I think I made it so I did this so I can like be like, oh yeah, there are just some randos, you know, and you can only see Nest. Nest, like what's the main character, you know? So I really did not like put any deliberate look, because oh my god, I cannot like think of like 8 more characters to fill in the blank. Also, I might need to swap the hair on these to fit Ernest's current PE teacher, because in my head canon, well, like, why am I talking about it being head canon? Because why this is canon? Because I come up with it. I'm the author, so in the canon, actually, the current PE teacher Nest head is the teacher that led them to get the 3rd place. But then she went to maternity leave, and the new coach came in, and this is where all hell broke loose, because this teacher was like, as we already seen, like it's very like nasty and has his own like prejudice and his own like view onto how the proper healthy student should like look like, behave like, stuff like this, which ironically did not like make the team any like better, because forget that, if someone forget that, you should not like make a team full of freaking pros who are only like you know, fighting between one another, who gets scored the most points, and that's the point of the team is to work together and, you know, have their own strengths, and we should not require to have to fight for point rankings between a main shooter and a guard. So yeah, so you know that coach sucked. So I want to like give like nod to the time where they actually like were a team and were like happy. Also, by the way, I want to change the jersey. Like I didn't know what I was like thinking of when figuring these jerseys. I did some research, like basketball like basketball players wear usually tank tops, you know, as their jerseys. So I also want to do this, but here I see for some guys I cut out like two, like this is something that I will need to fix when I will be preparing the print version. First, to change the coaches like hairstyle to, you know, so it will be better to see easier to see the coach as to see, like, to note that this is the same person as the one shown in chapter 4. And also I might swap one of the guys with like Blaze's hair color to, you know, further solidify that yes, Blaze was in the team. But this is a problem for future Nina in the present. Oh my god, I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Okay, let me add a perspective ruler in here. So I think this will be an easy 1 point perspective in here. Maybe I will add another perspective point. You know what? Let me quickly draw a horizon line because I want to draft another like perspective ruler just for the computer. Because if it's on the same plane of existence, the vanishing point has to be on the same horizon line. So I'm making next layer. I want to set up the computer here. So two vanishing points for computer because it's at an angle. And the horizon line, now here marked as blue, needs to be the same as the horizon line from the previous ruler, which I put in white. So let's quickly just move these. Let me just check if it's okay. Yeah, okay, looks okay. So this will be the line art for the computer, the line art for the rest of the room, and then I will merge those two. But first, let me like get the low-hanging fruit and figure out the bottom two panels, which are pretty easy because I've drawn this angle like a lot, so I will just copy paste the line out here. Like at the same time, like don't be mad at me. I've already drawn this angle once. Here, you see, this is the same angle. So I want to just take bits of it, move it around, zoom in, and it will be fine. And also, let me actually duplicate this, flip it horizontally, so at least I have like, I can like trace these like mug, so it's turned at the right angle. I can trace, like loosely trace the pen holder, you know, stuff like this. Yeah, so I will just keep it here as a reference, but move in move around this part. Yeah. So yeah. So how was everybody's day? Okay, so latest mom, I kinda want her to sit again, like she sat down, because she was standing up, you know. Trying to like, you know, trying to not let place get physical again. So let me actually, yeah, I think this would be a good angle. Let me also check on one of the previous pages. Where was her head when she was sitting? Compared to the rest of the... Okay, so her head was roughly where the handles are, and finishing guessing roughly where the okay, I think this is a good angle. Yeah. Okay. Same for Nest and he's dead. Let me see. If I recall correctly, okay, so it's around here. Okay, so Nest's head is here, which is important. Also, his death like came a little bit forward. Wait, on the last page he came a little bit forward. Yeah. He's right now directly standing behind Nest. Which I will omit in this shot just, you know, for clarity's sake. To, you know, not have Nest that just occupy the 1/3 of the panel. Just to see the behind of Nest's head, because I think this is where it frames, like, compared to the principal, they became like smaller, visually smaller. Well, not only because Nest is sitting here, but also, you know, to show like the imbalance of power as well. So yeah. So Nest dead is standing behind Nest. So it would be okay. So this is Nest's head. Ooh, so this will need to be like much bigger because Nest is right now like. Okay, I'm trying to visualize the rest of his body right now. I think this could work. I will need to change my thumbnail. Don't worry, I wrote every lettering like beforehand, because lettering is something I do first. And I think, yeah, it needs to be bigger and shown just behind Nest. I think this would be good. Nest, on the other hand, I can make him a bit smaller. Make his head a little bit smaller. And I divided this panel like specifically so it will be to make it seem like they are literally like, well, not only they're on the both like opposite sides of the room, but literally like the panel divides these two sides and these two opposing arguments. You know, because right now Blaze's mom is chiming in to say like, please, like, my son is such a good son, like, he just did a mistake, please. And Nest's dad is like, stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. Like, all of the things that I've heard already are excuses. So yeah, so stuff like this. Yeah. Also, off the stream, I wonder if bees would come. But also off the stream, I've prepared like something. I'm preparing something. Like, right now I checked with my computer how it would handle editing to our long videos. And of the stream, I've been writing timestamps because I want to make the best of each month of me streaming, which would be a lot because it's already like 8 years, almost 8 years of streaming. But you know, I'm watching myself at 2 times speed, trying to, you know, fish out like the best like elements, fish out every time Milo appears on stream, because we all love Milo and we want Milo. And previously on my old computer, the thing that is just behind me, I couldn't do this. It was like literally freezing whenever I opened like such a big file in DaVinci Resolve. And right now I opened the file, I loaded everything, every stream of June 2018 to the master, and I was able to, well, not edit a bit, I was able to to do one clip out of it, and not gonna lie, it will be great. I mean, maybe not great, but I am aiming to work on this on Friday, like really work on this on Friday. I took a day off because my plans changed, and I will be working on this Friday. So yeah, I don't know how well it will go with the rest of the content. As I see, wait, let me quickly go to my Excel with my streams, because yes, I have an Excel for in which I write my streams. And okay, there is like, okay, there is a big gap between October of 2018 and January 2019, which means I don't have any material. I forgot to save it, so there is a gap here. Then I remember the next big gap is, yeah, there are a few like missing streams from 2019. Some months have only one stream to edit, which is good for me, but not good for you. And there is another big gap between June 2019 and April 2020, and couple gaps in 2020. Oh my god. Oh my god. Big like gaps in 2020, which explains a lot. It was 2020 after all. Oh my god. Yeah. Wait, do I really have only 7 streams saved in 2020? Yikes. Oh my god. Okay. But it will be easier for me to edit. For example, I don't have also any streams in May 2021. It seems. Nothing in January 2021. So there will be gaps. But this is to my advantage. Because, you know, if I will make like one video of making 1 month per month, while maintaining still the schedule of making like 8 streams a month, like if I would do only one video of you know, stream highlights per month, I would not be able to ever like change, like I would still be stuck at streams from 8 months ago. And the gaps in here are actually to my advantage, because even if I do one video a month when it comes to editing the streams, I will still have less months of break between the path that I'm editing and the current streams that I'm like actually saving. So yeah, oh my god, there's even like a big gap between April and October of 2022. Oh my god, no streams in February and March 2022. Fortunately, I have all April Fool's streams, so I will for sure edit those. And most of my Steam streams, which are very important for me. No streams on in December 2022. For sure, so a lot of the times I'm forgetting. I was forgetting to put out the streams, to export them on YouTube before they expire on Twitch, which is on me. The lost media is on me, okay? But from 2023, I see that I was kinda there is some spots. Okay. Maybe spoke too soon. There are no streams in December 2023. Okay, but especially right now, I can say there are no missing streams since I started multi-streaming. So this is good for you because you have all Nina content. Pretty much from 2024 onwards. There are no missed months. If I look at it. So yeah. So actually, this is good news. This is also good news for me. Oh my god, what I did, what I wrote. Oh my god. Okay, I wrote some notes that one of the streams is really unwatchable. Yeah, and I don't think. Yeah, I wrote a note. There is lots of dropped frames and unwatchable. Yeah, because I watched it back, and it literally was a slideshow. It was even worse a slideshow. Oh my god! I need to really do the proper. Do some proper organizing, which streams go to what reel and how will the reel name. Also prepare on the other side, prepare the proper description for all the videos. Hey, this video contains the highlights from this month, and it contains these streams, and to move and to be organized. All my playlists on YouTube. So right now, all my streams are in playlist. But after I put the highlights, so the streams will be taken off the playlist and will be only on the full streams in chronological order playlist. It will be only there. So the playlist will be for videos mostly, for my edited, curated content. So I want to do this because I am a sentimental guy. I want to save my streams, but those. Let me tell you how much of those. But those 13 videos, because some streams due to my Wi-Fi and lag was automatically divided in couple videos. Those couple of streams are actually made into 13 videos on YouTube on the playlist, and and all of them, when I checked my freaking weather, they weigh a lot. I already downloaded them beforehand, and I selected them, and they weighed 23 gigabytes. If I make 1 month into 1 hour video, 1 month, in 1 hour video, it will wait only like 1 gig, 2 gigs, which is 10 times a difference. So I want to rather save the highlight reel of my best stuff and maybe edit and splice in, oh, this is the art I did this month, maybe a little bit of commentary from the Nina from the future, which is me, you know, a little giving myself a little of jab because, oh my god, beginnings are hard. You know, highlight some chapters, you know, do fun stuff and actually save those. So save 2 gigs out of the whole month instead of 20 gigs. And then I want to buy like an external disk to actually have those videos in case my 2 terabyte hard drive won't, like, you know, have them, won't fill them. So yeah, so I have already prepared like in my folder for videos, I have already prepared folders for each year, plus the folder for the sound effects, plus the folder for my for the you know, non-copyrighted music to use in the backing, you know. Do something fun with it. So yeah, I don't know, I am hoping, like, I really want to do this for my sake, for my own sake, and also for your sake, because I realize that no, not everybody wants to watch like content, especially all content, and yeah, like to watch 8 years of it. Like, I understand this is not feasible for a lot of viewers. Like, when I listen back to myself, I realize how slow I'm talking, how bad is my English, how not only my accent, like my accent is still there, but how many breaks I was making when talking, how long I was looking for certain words, how clunky I was describing some things. So I think like I will try to make it more watchable. But yeah, but this is for me to also like archive all those stuff, because I think I see value in a lot of stuff. But I am sentimental, and this is how I operate. So yeah. I'm cleaning the line art so it won't like move to other panels. And yes, I know I can set up so each panel has their own mask. I know. I just don't like to do this because I already have 100 of layers in this file. So, and I don't want to add any more. Okay. So I can disable those and be left with this file. Okay. Let's do this. So, yeah. So I will start with the room as it is. Let me go back to one of the pages. Let me go to work on one of the pages. Oh, go back to page 52. Yeah, the same page that I took the background line art from, because I need to see the style of the, yeah, I need to disable the foreground characters. So yeah, so okay, so the curtains are not covering the whole radiator, which is important, you know, for this part. And this part will be visible, yeah, because bubbles are not hiding it, and the hair would hide this, but maybe I will reuse this like in the future. So I like to keep my background and foreground elements separate so I can then copy paste them and use it when I want. Yeah, okay, so the window is sectioned, okay, just like in the ref build, and this is the typical this is the typical setup. The map is here. The computer will be tricky because I have not drawn this computer from the back yet, but I will figure it out. I will figure something out. And I realized there might be some like assets on the Clip Studio store right now to help me, but I need the exact thing. I am that kind of person that needs the exact thing. So okay, so we'll just quickly sketch some lines showing, showing the this is for showing the curtains. This is for the map, which reminds me I need to get the map. I fortunately have the map that I'm using here, and I will just take a corner of it. But let me put it already here so I won't forget about it. Oops. Not this tool. Ah, wonderful. Okay, and here will be the window sill. Is the window sill that low? Or was I... Or did I use some... No, I set the window sill in a different position. So I actually drew a frame like there. A little bit of window sill like surface, and the window sill side surface. That is the one most seen in this at this angle. So okay. And because it's a window, okay, the stuff that is happening behind the window, I will just do some abstract shapes. I usually just go with like some abstract shapes of like drawing some trees or some buildings. Yeah, I have not yet placed this school or any like of my character schools yet in any like particular space, in any particular like IRL school, because I think like I don't think it will be cool to set the school where there is like an abusive coach based on any IRL school that actually is in my city. I based the floor plan of the school that I was attending because this is the floor plan I know the most and I remember it. But I'm not implying. Well, this is not a unique floor plan. First off, there are two other schools that have the same floor plan that I know of. Same for Eddie's school. Just I want to avoid like any repercussions that in this comic it's shown that this particular school has like a very nasty teachers, and I don't want to do this because I will have a very like bad situation once like someone from the school's body will contact me about the contents of my comic and be like, why have you portrayed our school? Like our school does not have abusive coach, and this is why I opted for not setting this in any particular space, setting these schools in any particular space, because you know it would be bad unless it really happens, like, or I can like show it in like a good on a like a better light. Like I won't be showing this, you know. So this is why like Nest school is like an amalgamation of, and Addie's school is an amalgamation of different like styles and like stylistic choices, styles of and furniture and floor plans that I've seen, but it's not based on any particular school, because I think even if it happened in the past, like I doubt the school's body in 2026 would appreciate their school like being portrayed as still having like some abusive coaches, because I realized that might be so people and be like, oh, this must be happening in here, you know, especially if I give like too many details that would identify the school. So yeah, so this is why like I have not placed this school like in any particular time and space, nor gave any particular school name or number or school number. The only school I name drops is the high school that they are going to, because this one is based on my high school, but but the high school was actually the time where I actually was feeling good, so I am more comfortable with showing this in a more positive like light, as a place where, just like me, my characters also like found found a little bit of peace, you know. So I am more comfortable to show the floor plan and like some identifying like elements of this high school that I was in, rather than do this for the middle school my character were in. Yeah. I hope this is like understandable. Like it must be understandable. But now that I have like the only thing that I imagined about the school is that it's relatively close to his house and to Damian's, so he would be able to like freely, without much hassle, just use the public transport to either get to from his house to the school or to Damian's. So it wouldn't take a lot of time. This is the only like thing that I was thinking of. The only thing that I was like thinking of. And I will have like a dilemma, a big dilemma, because couple pages down the line, I will need to draw the school's front gate, which will be hard because it will mean that I will need to draw like some urban elements and actually like outside world. Fortunately it might be a little bit desolate or filled with, oh, I need to draw crowds, shit. Because it is end of the school, and by page 58, some of the students will be like already leaving the next part of the ceremonies and going on their own way home. So I want to portray that, hey, there is like commotion going on with like students still like talking, going with their parents, going with their friends, something, Hello. So am like, I need to go to the scenes and draw it. And I don't know, worst case scenario, I will need to find on Google Street View a school that will fit like localized wise, because I know roughly in which district Nest and Damian live. So I need to school that kind of fits its criteria and just take from Google Street View their floor, not the floor, the front gate, and like change it enough so it will be like, oh, I actually don't know. This school can be anywhere. Like it's only important to show that this is Poland. You know, the only important thing for me to show is that this school is in Poland, and it's in 2009. It's in big city, and it looks believable for it to be a front gate of a school in a big city in 2009. So yeah, so I will need to find this, you know. Like I can't wait, because the pages 63 to 67, last 5 pages will be so easy, because they will be happening in Damian's room. Who has Damian's broom already built me? Since 2020. I have already it built. So it will be fairly easy to draw. Yeah. How are you doing there, sir? I am doing backgrounds. There, sir, do you want an art? Do you want to request art? Right, the same. Yeah, roughly the same shape. Oh, and maybe one of those will be missing. One of those. Oh yeah. I think it will be a nice touch. No, it wouldn't be seen. Honestly, same. But I cannot be sleepy. I have plans. I have lots of plans. Lots of things to do. Lots of things that I want to do. And also, I cannot sleep yet. I need to be hyped, because I'm going to I need to be like alert, because tomorrow I'm going with my sister to this is an antique bookstore that also has old Lego sets and has 3 bins, not beans, bins, like filled with like second-hand Lego, so you can rummage through and like pay for Lego by the bag that you fill. And I printed out some like custom instructions, and I will be on a hand for some parts. And if I fail, if I fail at finding them, I will be sad. I will be sad and I will have to pay for the pick-a-brick service, which, oh my god. I bought a different second-hand Lego set and I counted and checked with the instruction if there are any like missing parts. Turned out there were a couple of missing parts and I wanted to actually like, you know, get them through the pick-a-brick service. So I picked the parts. 15 parts in total. But since then I found some in the second-hand bin, so it was a better like deal. But I found those parts in the pick-a-brick service. I went to check out. And I checked that for parts that retail for 10 zlotys, which is like $3, they added like $8 of service fee, and on top of that $7 of shipping. And I'm like, you require me to pay 60 zlotys for 10 zlotys worth of bricks because of the shipping fee and service fee? Like, and I was not like getting parts that are absolutely not like produced. Like, I was looking for some plant part. So I was like, ah! So I decided to not do this through pick-a-brick unless I will actually like feel like, oh, I cannot find these parts anywhere, and I will get like a hefty amount of the parts that that would actually justify the $7 of shipping. Like, I don't know what service they are using, but shipping in Poland costs from $3 up when you're using like the cheapest like the cheapest option. Like most like sellers online and retail sellers that are also like offering shipping like have like $3-4 rate, you know. And also this service fee, and I was like, hey, don't you have these parts already on hand? Like, you offer these parts in 15 colors, don't you have these like basic white on hand already? Like, you know. So I was like, So then I tried like my luck at the Pika Wall, because we have the official Lego store here in Warsaw. So I went and I thought that in the Pika Wall they will offer like all the shapes and sizes and all the colors at the same time, but no, they randomize them and they, you know, roll in, roll out the particular colors and shapes, and if you are lucky you will actually find the color you need. So yeah, I did find some bricks that I think I will use for future projects, but I was like not 100% satisfied. So we will rummage through bin because so far it is the best option money wise, and yeah. So yeah, so I am hyped for tomorrow for rummaging through bricks. I printed out like 3 custom instructions, and I want to and I have plans for one like big like kind of mosaic piece, but not made entirely from like these little knobs, you know, like the mosaic that Lego has. No, I want to be like custom, a little bit crazy, and fitting with the aesthetics of my current aesthetics of my channel and current symbolism of my channel. So of course there will be the spark, there will be like muted like fading colors. I found some transparent blocks in certain colors, so I want to also add those. So the only thing I'm missing is a big plate. a big plate. But I saw someone online selling two dark gray plates, which will be on my monitor, which will be perfect for this. So yeah, so so I'm low-key hyped for that. Yeah. So, and my sister will be with me this time, so we will both look out for those. And my sis found. Oh, my sis loves portal games, and she found custom instructions to make big GLaDOS figure. And yeah, we will find the parts for her to make it. I have like some smaller figures, figures and instructions and list of parts printed out. So I'll be looking for those. But we have 3 bins to match through, and another bin with tiles as well. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me figure out. Okay. So stuff. So this lamp. I will actually from this from this layer, I will pick out elements with a lasso tool. Like this lamp. Move it a bit. This plant. I will need to do this plant as well. Oh yeah, wait, this lamp on the ref, the mug is very close, wait. Let me confirm that. The mug to lamp placement. Okay, so the mug is, yeah. Okay, Control Z. Let me actually move it here. Okay. Okay, I need to keep in mind that this position of the ear is the proper one. Yeah, it's close, it's towards the lamp. It's towards the lamp in the back, so it will be visible, so it will be partially hidden. Okay, and here. Yeah, okay. The computer will be later. Okay. Let me first draw the box. In which I will. Yeah, okay. It was close. It was close enough. beautiful. Lamp time. Oh my god. I need to actually. Now the lamp. Have I drawn the cords for this? Oh my god, this lamp does not have cords! My god, Nina. This is a terrible oversight. Like, I drew a freaking cord for the monitor. And I did not... Also, there is no keyboard in here. Okay, because usually, sometimes these desks have like the drawer underneath for the keyboard. I remember my mom had it in her workplace. I think she still kind of does. No, she doesn't. She does not have it anymore. But I remember it was like I do have a keyboard like plate that was underneath. It annoys the heck out of me because I'm a tall person, and usually these like extra drawers underneath the desk make it so that I cannot like scoot all the way through because my thighs are like in the way. So yeah. So I hate those, but I remember we had those in our house actually, like two computer desks ago, back when I had like Windows 98, but at the same time I was like 7 years old, so it was easier to scoot and actually have your legs underneath the drawer. But I wonder, how did my dad operate? Because he's taller. But maybe this desk had like a different dimensions, different like spacing between the floor and the drawer, and etc. etc. So yeah, so it would actually like be different, be a bit different. No. Okay, hashtag close enough. Hashtag good enough or hashtag not good enough? Wait. bit. Okay, it's because of this angle that this lamp looks bad. Okay, okay, okay. There's a plant here, and I think part of this plant will be visible. So let me just draw it a bit. Now this pencil holder. Oops. Okay, so this one, it just on the hind. This will be on the. Oops. So this pencil here is actually on the far back. So it will be going like that. Yeah, wait. Oh, like that. Okay, the next one is on the closer to the computer, so further away from the eye of the camera, and more on the side of the like extra stuff. So it will be actually there. This pencil is just, yeah, it was in almost spot on place. Yeah. Just then watch me cover it all with character's head, like radiator time. Radiator time. It will be easy. It will be easy. For radiator, I we have this knob at the end. Okay, here it doesn't matter if it's a little bit crooked. Like, this is the radiator from like 80s. Nobody cared about making nice stuff, and it was probably repainted 50 times throughout its lifetime. Which reminds me, like, my radiator is so beaten up, like I can see like 5 layers of paint in here. But everybody will tell you that those cast iron or like more like iron offshoot, because this is not iron, this is like iron byproduct, but everybody will tell you this is the best and nothing else compares to these like Genki radiators. Nothing compares. Oops. Oh. And as always, it needs to be where? Under the window, yes. This is the traditional place for the radiator, just as the traditional place for your garbage bin is where? Under the sink. Yes, and traditional place for drying your dishes is where? Over your sink. Exactly. Listen, this is the way. This is the way. Okay? There is no need to argue that it should be it should be ever different. This is the way. Okay, I need to. Wait, let me. Okay, I understand. I'm sorry, the fact that the curtain was clipping through the radiator on the model threw me off a bit. It's okay. We're back. We're back. We're so back. think it will be a good stream if I will be able to ink all of this today, or even put flat colors today. It will help me immensely, like with putting this page up. I will need to revisit some of the music choices for my stream, because I was fine with it, because I thought that, hey, it will be good for music for the, you know, for the videos, you know, or like some funny moments and stuff. Which I actually want to use some of this music from the streams to the videos. For example, this one, or maybe Sneaky Snitch, the classic one that was in every like Minecraft pranking, you know, compilation of your favorite survival Minecraft server that was, you know, hosted by a couple of 12-year-olds that you just liked to watch. So yeah. Okay, time for the computer. Time for the puter. Yes. Time for the puter. Okay. I had it. No, not this one. But don't show me the ruler. Please. Only when editing target. Thank you. Because I need to align the computer to this ruler. Yes. Maybe also lower the opacity. Let's start with a box. And then like try to approach it a little bit like a sculptor would and carve away some of this. Wait. Quick sketch because or else I will confuse myself. Okay, so there is this big lip that is like coming roughly here. Yes. And it has this like line here. Yes. There's a smaller stand here. Yes. There's a little neck roughly here. And now back of the big box, of the big frame. Yes, here and here. And now here-ish. This looks a little bit above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roughly here. Maybe extending it back. So I think this would be a neat detail. Okay, so this is the sketch. So let me turn this off. Yeah, turn this off. No, turn this on. Turn this off. Does it look okay? I think it does. Okay. Okay, so let me delete this layer and now work with what I have here. Wait, Ctrl Z. Okay. Yeah, delete. No, in here I need to mark this. Yes, I forgot that this line marking the end of the frame is actually on the was actually on this layer. Okay. Haven't I drawn this computer before? I think I did, but it was for an event on a server. It was pretty funny because someone asked, it is an event where you roleplay as your characters and you draw their reactions and their answers to the questions that your server mates asked, you know. And one of the last questions that was asked was to Nest, what does he think about furries? And I'm thinking, well, if Nest would know who furries are, and if so, how would he like discover them, and afterwards what he would think about them. So my first reaction was, well, Nest is a nerd, but he's like not yet, it was not yet in the phase of the internet of like making cringe compilations where furries were like victims of. And I say this wholeheartedly because, oh my god, like we find like bad apples in every community, but furries got such a bad rep, you know. So I made Nest, like I brought up like some desk with like this old freaking monitor, and I put the brave patient, brave patient sticker on it because I think this is something Nest would do. And I made him like look up furries on Google and then answer the questions. I thought this was funny. So yeah, so I drew the back of this like model of monitor or similar model of monitor there, but it was not very like up to perspective. It was not very like well made drawing when it comes to perspective. Yes. No, it's that vanishing point. Yes. much thicker. Because right now when I draw a neck from it, the neck must be pretty thin, but at the same time it's like rectangular. Or maybe make the neck extend here. I think I should make it extend here. Yeah. Here I'm going like without the ruler because I need like rounded off lines. Oh, okay, wait. Okay. Okay, so this. Okay, wait, let me turn on everything again. I think it looks okay. I think some lines will need to be thicker, but I will do this right now. Especially like the outside lines. The contour lines. Listen, I want to learn 3D modeling. as much as the other person. Just so I can like draw the great models of my characters, you know, places and objects and stuff. And the Sims 4 is not giving me it. Like in the Sims 4, like the computers here. They do not, they are very like exaggerated. They're not nice. And I couldn't find any custom content with this, which is bad. Oh, this song. It's like, for the longest time I thought it was from Mario soundtrack. Because I swear it sounds like straight from Mario franchise. Don't you think? For me, straight from Mario. I need to make these handles better, so let me erase those I placed here. Yep. Beautiful. And let me do the same here. Because, you know, when it's smaller, I can get away with drawing like handles like that. But when they are closer and bigger, like I cannot. Okay, let me merge those two layers and those two layers. Yes. Let me adjust the thickness of those. So the background would not be thicker than the character line art. You know, this is important for me. Okay, maybe the lamp would be a bit thicker because it's closer than the characters here, especially than Blaze's mom. But I will add the effect that she's sitting down for the continuity sake. Okay, I need to make the narrow factor stronger, yes, so it will work to my advantage. And yes, in theory I can select, to some extent, I have not yet had like a successful outcome from selecting the lines with object section with object options and then selecting the thickness of the line work. So I am using this method. It's a little bit precise for me, sometimes too precise, but it is what it is. It's relatively quick for me, so yeah. The result is that it's needs to look cohesive. What's this? Okay, I can eat this. Eat this. Eat this. Eat this. Eat this. And eat this. Okay. The polish mark is here. Let me move it here. So I can remember to put it. Okay, line art cleanup. My God, I love line art cleanup. I always then realized how much line art I did not clean up. Oh my God. Let's merge these two together. Yes. And let's not have the ruler shown, please. Yes. Not muddy muddy the whole picture, because I will get confused which lines need to be erased and which not. Okay. Here. Oh, and monitor is almost fully cleaned. Yay! There's unfortunately a bit of a tangent here. Mm-hmm. Okay, I will clean up the desk. And by clean up the desk, I mean that clean up the line art of the desk. Oops. Okay, these lines were important. Okay, I need to show the ruler in order to this is not visible, but this is. And yes, I'm like moving from one area to other without like much plan, but listen, this is how I operate, this is how I roll. Yeah. Oh, is it too loud? Oh my god, I did not realize it's very loud for you. I bumped up the music like 2 songs ago and forgot to put it down. Okay, I would say the... yeah. Okay, but I would say this is line art done. And yes, these are on the separate line art because I can't be bothered but making all those like gymnastic ladders here. So yeah, they are on the separate line art with applied border effect. Okay, I say this is line art for the background done. It looks good. So off the stream, I will, add flat colors and shade it. And afterwards, I will be working, probably during the weekend. I will be working on the characters, which might be relatively easy. Like I've already drawn all of them, so I will use some of the like previously drawn stuff as a base. So yeah. Boop. Okay, let me save. So yeah, so off the stream I will put on flat colors, but yeah, I think this will be all for today. Not save. Do I have the colors I need? I think I do. Yeah, so do save. Okay. So yeah. So this is all I have prepared for you to this stream. Next stream, I think it's also digital art. Let me check. No, it's whip stuff from Whiplist or Crafts, and I have a big package that I have not unpackaged or swatched. So I think I will do this on Thursday, because I don't know, Dire, sorry if you saw it. I have this big acrylic markers. 288 colors. It's very heavy. It's very heavy. When I got this from the delivery point, I was like, oof, that's heavy. And I also had like 2 other packages to pick up this day. And but yeah. I have these like big, like, look at all these color swatches. Like, I want to believe that this will help me like in some of using these colors as a pre-mixed colors, for example, to paint off some of the models, that I have, or at least, to aid me in, in art as an additional colors, because I have my black sketchbook with black paper that is a hassle to beat opacity on. So I hope this will help me immensely. This worked well on like just some leftover paper and leftover cardboard. When I was using similar product in smaller color range back in December, around Christmas, and I like this. I like that I can layer those. I like that how like painterly it can get. So I'm looking forward to use them more in like some less seriously art. So yeah. I have these yet to swatch. And yeah. Need to be stored horizontally. I hope this is horizontal. I don't know. Right now I have not opened them. They are under my desk, snugged in here. So yeah, I also have this set. I bought on clearance. I bought this on clearance. This is like the needle felt, you know, to stab the needle, to stab the felt with the needle. I thought I can make like a small, with this, like I may not necessarily use it for reindeer, but I will make like I will start with making a teddy bear for the dolls of my characters that I want to do. So it will be a 1:6 scale teddy bear, and if I will be able to use it and, for example, put it on a plaster model, I bought a figurine of a dog that I think is cool for a scale, and I want to repaint this figurine to be like Nest dog. So I have the reference of the Nest dog because the shape of the muzzle and the overall size was very similar to Nest dog, and I need reference constantly for drawing Nest dog. So I decided to buy this figure and repaint it to suit my needs. And I wonder if I can like use felt from this set because it has similar colors that I need to add a little bit of fur to this. And I also saw people making posable figures with posable figures like that. Like it works well for animals or something that is furry because of the texture. So I saw people using like pipe cleaners, which I have, and these like needle felt in order to make posable figures. And I think this is really neat, you know, if I need like a posable like little animal. And I think we can try this. I don't know what kind of posable animal I will be like doing or needing, but for sure I will find something or do it as a gift or something like this. But this is all I have prepared for you today, so thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for chatting, lurking, and spending some time with me. Next stream, I already told you what will be happening next stream, so stay safe, stay happy, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next stream. So goodbye!